secrets of ancient Greece, the portals and the Nephilim creatures of the other dimensions and other worlds. Creatures of the other world, dragons and mythical monsters that lived in Halkidiki, the northern area of Greece, somewhere between fantasy and reality. In the past, the shepherds of Sithonia, which is one of the peninsulas of northern Greece, told an incredible story about a rare species of snake that lived on the central mountain of the prefecture Dragonelli. And they said that as machines paved the way for the area in the 1960s, the snakes came to the surface after centuries of silence in the depths of the earth. Horrified, the residents described the huge reptiles attacking their herds and swallowing their animals at once. And even one of them froze when he saw them. A fairy tale from Vasiliki tells us of a huge beast with 3 heads, thorny claws, and 2 wings, each of which reached from the village to the plain. It was a terrible thing. It was a huge creature with a big belly, who, setting up camp in remote corners and caves, ate and digested everything. The caves and ravines of Halkidiki have their own world so distant from the present that it often surpasses all imagination. 1 kilometer outside of Petralona, the fossilized skull of Arcanthropus was found in 1959. Fossilized leaves of plants and trees, as well as bones of elephants, lions, rhinos, etc. They speak of another era, 750,000 years ago, of the wild and inaccessible Halkidiki of the past. That's almost 1 million years ago. Professor Aris Poulianos, after studying numerous tools and bones he found in a ravine near Triglia, revealed that man did not first appear in Africa, as was believed until then, but on the Halkidiki Peninsula, and more generally in the wider region of the northern Aegean. Concerning these huge beasts, during prehistoric times, the climate of Halkidiki was hot and humid. The place was otherworldly. Excavations in Nikiti, Triglia, and Kriopii have shown that millions of years ago, small horses and antelopes, giraffes and gazelles, strange animals with tusks and proboscis lived there. Everything disappeared suddenly, perhaps from the waters of a great flood. The plain of Aphytos is dry. Apart from wheat, nothing grows there. The fire that the furious wrath of the gods and giants once unleashed on it seems to have made the land barren. Life, however, always becomes abundant. In ancient Aphytos, there was a sanctuary of Dionysus in which the king of Sparta, Aegesipolis, died. In order to transport the dead man to his homeland in Sparta from northern Greece, he was embalmed with the famous honey of Cassandra. The area remains unexplored for the most part. On the adjacent hill there are many archaeological remains, indifferently exposed to the erosion of time. A place resembles the people who look at it. Over time, people and nature become one with the atmosphere at the area exudes. Now, I have to tell you, I've been to these areas, and they're basically uninhabited. These peninsulas are uninhabited. The third of the peninsulas is a monastic community of 20 monasteries for monks, and the other 2 are Sithonia and Cassandra. Cassandra the first, Sithonia is the second. They have basically some summer hotels there, okay? But most of the area have no roads, and it's uninhabited. Now, the same power permeates everything, crystallizing customs and traditions over time. The Halkidiki of power lines on to this day. The power lives on to this day. And in the third leg, the Easter dances of Yerisas are famous. The most famous is that of the Black Youth, which carries to this day the heroic climate that prevails during the Turkish occupation. In ancient Scione, near the modern city of the same name, the Trojan women who had been captured by the Greeks burned their ships of their enemies, thus forcing them to settle there. Nea Mudanya was formerly called Karhi Limani from the many ravens and nests that nested there, and at the same time it was also a nest of wild pirates who started from the port and ravaged the Aegean Sea and the coast of the rest of Greece, and northwest of the village of Aia Paraskevi. Through a crevice gushes a red liquid with healing properties, whatever that may be. I don't know what that is. The locals say that it's the blood of Saint Paraskevi, again the miraculous saint that one meets in the traditions of Platamonas and many other regions of Greece, who was savagely slaughtered in the area that has been healing people's illnesses ever since. Finally, the well-known mineral water Dhumbia springs from the chapel of the Holy Apostles as a healing spring and grants people the grace of the saints. I never knew all this. I have never visited these Christian miraculous liquids, healing power of Saint Paraskevi, or the spring of the healing spring of the Holy Apostles. This I've translated from a Greek article for you. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.